Do you think sex is important in a relationship?
Sex is all in the mind. The fact that you cannot last long is in your mind.
Okay, less of harmony is your money.
Yeah.
Then more of your money is harmony.
Yeah.
Do you believe in love at first sight, or do you think it's infatuation?
I feel like many times people are not living their life for themselves. They're living their life for others.
That's why like a lot of guys are now saying like, oh, they can't date without like having money or something. What do you think about that? Do you think a relationship can work without money?
Like, you made so much money last year. Don't think about getting even this small car, this portable car.
He's a boxer, just in case you don't know.
They look at my face, they won't actually know, but
yeah, you look soft.
Person will use money buy relationship, they buy and finish,
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess. If you're not, my name is still Jess, and welcome to another episode of Jess and Guests. In today's episode, we have a very new guest. Please introduce yourself.
What up, it's your boy, the Spirit himself. My name is Mark Anthony George, and I'm the CEO of Spirit Media.
So we have our guest here, Anthony, and on today's episode of Jess and Guests, I'm going to be asking him some questions about relationships. He's going to be giving us his point of view, whatever he thinks about the certain questions. So are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so it's like relationship meets whatever like people think about relationships. So you're going to be either debunking or accepting, or you just like explain whatever you think about the question. Do you believe in love at first sight, or do you think it's infatuation?
Yeah, I do.
You believe in love at first sight? Yeah. That you can just see somebody and love the person?
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't think that's possible though.
The reason why I would say so is like as human beings, like for example right now, if I had imaginations of this is the type of girl I want, or this kind of individual I want to be, like my dream girl, and let's say for example right now I'm walking past and I just see the individual in question. Yeah. It might not be character wise, but maybe in terms of her face, in terms of her stature, in terms of her
but are you going to tell me it as love? Like I love the person, just seeing the person, looking at the person for the first time.
I'll just say I like what I see, like, because in my mind that's imagination that I had, or that thing that I had, that was definitely love, and then I've seen it in real life. But there are various factors, like you could come out and have like see the person, like, oh, this is love at first sight, and then when you go in and then you see her character or maybe the way she behaves and stuff like that, you're like, man, no, this is not for me,
So you don't think it's just infatuation, or you just seeing the person and be like, you might just like the person, but I feel like love is a strong word to just say, oh, you love this person at first sight.
The reason why I'm saying is because I've been in that kind of situation before. I think it was 200 level, and I was walking towards bank.
Then you just say randomly, I'm like, I love this girl. I'm going to be with this girl.
When I saw her, I know how I felt. Like I just knew that I really want to be with this person. So I don't know. I feel
like it's an infatuation.
If you think so, everyone.
Okay, personally, just think that love at first sight exists.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think love at first sight exists.
We can disagree. That's what by human beings. Everybody has an opinion.
Okay. Do you think physical attraction grow over time, or it has to be there from the start? Like before you date somebody, must you be physically attracted to the person?
It can grow over time.
It can grow over time.
The reason why I'm saying is because of a fat person can become slim, and a slim person can become.
But if you are dating somebody at first, why would you date somebody you're not physically attracted to?
I never recommended me dating somebody I'm not.
That's what I'm asking. Like, do you think, like, if you're dating somebody, you can get you are not how do I put this thing now?
Like, you're not physically attracted to this person.
Yes, but you just believe that okay, over time I will get physically attracted to this person.
This thing I'm talking about right now, it's happened on multiple occasions. We've seen situations.
For you,
not me, but we've seen situations where individuals have been like fat and then they got slimmer. People who have been slim, they got.
But even if like they were fat in the relationship, at least the person should still be attracted to them in some kind of way. I mean, you cannot be fat and unattractive now.
When we don't have physical, there are various things that like we see in front of a woman or a man. The first thing could be how tall the individual is. The second thing could be the facial, like the face. The third thing could be maybe how they walk, all those kinds of stuff. So like when we ask this question, I just feel like you're looking at it from the surface level rather than other aspects of the thing. So yes, I saw this individual in question.
Okay, can you date somebody you're not physically attracted to?
I can't. But let's put it this way. It could be that I like slim, fair girls. but the person I saw was a slim, fat girl.
What?
And
Slim fat.
was a fair, fat girl. And then I dated the person. You would say that, okay, yes, I have attraction to her face, but not to her body.
But why would you date somebody that you're attracted to?
The thing there is, there's
No,
attraction.
if you're attracted to fair slim girls, you should look for that person and don't look for you now start probably now expecting this person to lose weight to fit into your aesthetic of your type.
I'm not going to force anybody to do like.
No, but if your type is slim, fair, and whatever it is, I feel like you should look for people like that fit into your spec.
I agree too, but people don't, that's not how it is. Realistically speaking,
I don't think anybody should be dating anybody they're not physically attracted to, but if
like I said, physical attraction is not only.
But that's the first thing that you actually see before you say I want to now date this person.
And I'm telling you that it could be that she's attractive in one aspect and not the other aspect, and because of that reason you're compromising. I don't know.
So if somebody tells you that she was going to compromise for you just because, let's say, she said, she likes guys that are very, very tall, but you're not all that tall for her, let her compromise. You're going to
I won't. But I'm just saying, all people do it. Me, I won't. Like I know what I want. So I won't. Naturally, self, I don't like. If we're talking about this physical attraction stuff, I remember when I started this, I actually thought, because the first person I did was before I started this, I actually thought I liked like fair girls, and then I did a dark.
Okay, so what's your type?
Relax. Let me move forward first. And then I did a dark person, and then the second person I did was fair. I just said to myself, man, it seems like I don't really have, like, I'm not thinking too much about all this first or what is dark. I think what I really just want is just maybe this person just being a good person. I was like, well, because based on the way I felt to this person, this first person, I didn't come out and say, oh, why is this girl not fair, or why is she not fair, why? And this second person, I did not say, okay, why are you like huge? Why you not slim? Why? I was like, I prefer just okay the way when I come in, when she'll be like she's so happy she sees me and those kind of stuff, she's vibing and then she wants to get me out. So
because your spec might not be you might not be your specs. So the person you are oh, this is my spec might not really be into you, or the person's character might not fit into the kind of person you would want to be with. That kind of thing. Do you think people have a type, or we are more flexible than we think? Like the way we're talking about having a type, this person is my type, this person is my spec. Do you think people actually have a type that if they don't date this particular spec of people, they won't date anybody, or do you think it's flexible?
I think standards vary from countries to countries. In a nation like Nigeria, we probably have more flexibility, but in other nations, it might be.
I'm talking about as individuals.
And that's why I put nations.
Like the way, let's say you have a spec, you have the kind of girl you want to date. Do you think that it's okay? You said something like it can be flexible for you. Like you can date, like if you like slim, fair girls, you can still date somebody that's fat and dark.
Yeah. Look, let's put it this way. If we were to let's say a Swedish girl right now, like if you've met Swedish people right now, and you see there are women, that it's very, very hard for them to conform or change all this kind of stuff, But with Nigeria, we can be very, very, very flexible. If you met a guy, you told her how far this guy are right now, is this the person you actually want? Many times this is not the person that they actually want. You would actually even know so from even if you're someone that is actually very smart, from the books that they read, all these girls, and even from the people that see them hyping with people like Risky, somebody like all these people that is hype, all these people that they like, all these even Korean you just now if they had a chance, the person that is not the person they're going to be with, it's just because of the society they're in, all this kind of stuff. So in this country.
But what I'm trying to say is it that because they've not seen the spec that
it's not because they've not seen spec, it's because the spec they don't want them. So that's the thing now, the person you want don't want you back, so you work with what you have. So if what you want is one kind of tall,
but there are some certain non-negotiables for people, like if they want to date definitely.
It could be well, this guy has to have money, or if he doesn't have money, he needs to have plans. And for men, it could be that this individual in question has to know, these are things that they look at like, okay, yes, this one I can't negotiate here. This is something that I know that you must have before, And that's even the reason why they can even, because if you were to ask many times of when people will go for, they just highest 60% of what we want, 50%. When we now come in, then we can try to okay, we've been dating for a while. Can you make certain adjustments, all this kind of stuff? If you can't, we can move on. But if you don't, then that's just it.
Do you think sex is important in a relationship?
It is. I'm actually
if you're not married yet.
It is. I'm actually a sexologist, but I respect all that.
What's the meaning of a sexologist? Just in case anybody watching it does
Well,
not know what it is.
everybody has like their own definitions of what sexology is. There's even dictionary and everything. But if you were to ask me, I would say that person who does like daily research on sex and also gets feedback, like you work with feedback, like you work with people's experiences, and also the person is actually experienced in sex. Like I don't. It's just like somebody saying you're a doctor and you've not practiced the thing, all this kind of stuff, and then you're saying you're a doctor. So if you're a sexologist, you should be somebody who has actually, even if because you're not going to have, because there's so many things in sexology, a lot. You're not going to have everything, but if you can do 20%, and I mean it, because of that's how wide sexology is. So 20%, that's good. But there's some individuals that they have no experience, they have nothing, and they're like, I'm a sex. I'm like, how can you come out and call yourself a sexologist? You've not practiced, you've not gotten feedbacks, you don't understand women, you don't even ask questions. Your concern is just hard, rough. And then this is not sexology. Sexology is not. I feel like it even has some form of correlation with psychology. So because of you have to understand the human mind, understand, okay, this is what men want, this is what women want, this is how to approach this thing, and all this kind of stuff.
Okay, so back to the question. Do you think sex is important in a relationship?
I do, but like I said earlier, I respect um other people's culture and religion. Some religions,
Like not bringing religion wise. What if, like, can you personally date somebody that does not want sex in a relationship?
the reason why I feel like sex is important because I've been in a situation where I was with someone and she did not like sex. Maybe it was with me because there are some individuals like that they may not like having sex with you, or maybe they are not attracted. Those kind of stuff is possible.
Doesn't that boil down to physical attraction? I mean, if she wasn't physically attracted to you, she might not really want to, have sex with you.
Well, I don't know. Like because the way she's actually it felt like she was actually physically attracted to me. But the main issue
Or
was
she was just doing it like religious wise or
yes,
something.
yes, yes. That was thank you. You
Okay.
pointed out. Really just like she was always talking about how she felt like she was actually doing the wrong thing. How she felt.
Yeah.
So every time, even if I knew that she liked it based on what I was seeing, it was something that she felt conflicted with. Another one was a situation of me being in a situation where an individual in question didn't like sex at all. Like I think she was actually asexual. He didn't like sex at all, like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I was conflicted. I was like, man, at that point, those kind of things that can actually reduce your self-esteem as a man, because then you start thinking that,
It's you that she doesn't like.
not maybe that like maybe you can't perform, or maybe you're not as good as you thought you
Okay.
were, maybe you're not as strong as or maybe you're not as maybe you're not as skillful. I was like, at that point in time, I was like demoralized because I was like, man, is this somebody's always saying, and then it's now my turn. I'm now what's not happening? But thankfully, everything is like I call it an experience, because after that situation, I met someone else, and I was it was good, like super. I said, what happened now? Like, why was I just realized that, man, it's sometimes, and I say it to my media all the time, I say it's all in the mind. Sex is all in the mind. The fact that you cannot last long is in your mind. The fact that you can actually last very long is your mind. Sometimes you need to come outside and be a very, very confident person, and
Okay.
approach yourself. So no doubt at all.
Okay, since you said you're a sexologist, how did you know so much about it?
Well, it's said, okay, well, I don't think about
How
my
you?
but let's do it. It's said like 6 years ago when I started my WhatsApp media,
Okay.
6 7 years ago, and I was going through a WhatsApp TV status, and there was a guy. So I just saw this WhatsApp TV, and they were calling me controversial TV. What makes this guy controversial self in the first place? And I decided to click his link, and that was the first time I had like knowledge of sex education. I never really had any freaking sex education, okay, nothing like that. That kind of stuff was never in my mind. But when I went to his like his status, and he was talking about sex education, and I told him that, and then I was actually, I had not done anything with anybody, but I told him that alpha, boss, I think I can't actually last long in sex and all this kind of stuff. And he wanted to know how I got to know that, because he knew I had not had sex with anybody. So like,
Yeah.
how do you know you can? So he
That
wanted me,
you've not tried it
so
before.
he wanted me to say, but he knew the reason why I knew I could not, because I was,
Okay.
how normally you say it, to say Joe Soapy. So I was doing Soapy, and if you are doing Soapy, and then no. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not laughing as long as and I was like, bro, you know the reason why. So let's find a solution to this problem as soon as possible. I don't feel confident. I don't come out and embarrass myself.
Yeah.
And he told me, the main thing is you eat too much junk, so you take too much sugar. That was the first thing he recommended. He said you need to change your diet. And just that one helped me out. And then he talked about adding fruits, to my diet, and he talked about controlled masturbation, and something that works then and still works now. Controlled masturbation. Another important factor is your mind. He taught me meditation, mind work. And because of how important it was to me, I like perfect. Yes, yes, listen. So when I like when it worked for me, I was like, okay, this stuff.
Why not teach it to
Why
others?
not? Why not try to?
Okay,
Because
share the knowledge.
and I because I didn't want to like I didn't want to be seen as a fraud or all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I had to go to like certain classes. I remember St. Jameson actually taught me. There was also another girl I liked then, like not I mean in terms of sexology.
Yeah.
Queen Precious, so she taught me how to do, and the other individual. So now we even have intimacy coaches. Then I didn't, although they must have existed then, but we only know about sexology. So right now we now have intimacy coaching. So right now I'm even moving into intimacy coaching along with sexology, and with that, I've helped a lot of people, hundreds, and so everybody's like, oh, Anthony, thank you. Oh, Anthony, thank you. Although
So
I can't.
anybody that wants to that needs help with any intimacy coaching is your go-to intimacy
Well,
coach. Your sex educator and everything. Do you think men should be the only one making the first moves, like in relationships? Like, would you mind if a girl moves to you first, like, oh, I want to date you, that kind of thing? Like, would you see it as she's so brave, or she's like, what the heck? What do you think?
she's brave, especially in a country like Nigeria. For you to come out and say you want to like approach a guy, you have to be a very, very brave person. But contrary to what people actually believe,
But would you date a girl that asks you out?
I will. If I like that, that's what I want to even dive into, because a lot of times people like saying men cannot handle rejection, but have you seen what happens when you actually reject?
Because most times these women that are going to men that probably do not like them. I mean, if a guy walks up to you, like he's probably finding you attractive or something, then he's left for you now. I mean, you can reject the guy or something. Same thing with the girls. They can reject you, but it's that rejection that we don't want. That is why most people would not walk up to a guy to tell them that they like them.
And that's what I talked about here. I said I feel like people like talking about how men can handle rejection, but
I mean, they were made to handle rejection. Women are not, were not made to handle rejections.
societal standards. So that's just it. Not more, nothing less. I've been in situations where I've told people no, and because of I said no, I just yeah, busy abusing my DM. I was like, no, what are you talking about? Like, do you know what I mean? If I were to tell you how many videos have already packed boss for me, like I mean, mad rejection, no be chonching chop rejection way. I go. I remember one time it was the girl that rejected me. She rejected me so much that throughout that day, kids like I just said she's 7 years like me that no final and you said me that my whole mind was just hate like what are you what. So until the next day, then my friend told me, bro,
But why
relax.
do guys like doing this thing? Like once some of them once they get rejected, like you will not even find. So
No, I didn't tell her.
like some people they do that
Okay.
too. But the moment that I reject them, they just start insulting me. I know that
Well,
oh
it's
this guy
pain.
is a show
No,
and this
no, no,
kind of
no.
thing.
It's because of they can't actually handle the thing. Like they've not been. For me, from a young age, even in terms of business, even in terms of other things, even in terms of life, I've been like framed in such a way that I know that not every time, like many a times if you do things, it's not going to go your way. In fact, most times you even fail more than you win. So that's the other thing. So and you have to look at things from the perspective of there are various things involved when you try to ask a girl out or see how far. Number one, think about from the perspective of what if she's dating somebody. Think about from the perspective of what if she has a husband. Think about from the perspective, yeah, because I don't talk about that, but let's keep that on private. But think about it from the perspective of she does not like like it's okay, like it's not bad to be rejected. Because I just look at it and look at school, or all these places are just look at the amount of girls everywhere. So like if one tells you no, who told you that the next person not tell you yes, or like like why you now? So no wahala, yeah. This girl says she does not like me. I know it's in pain. Like it's okay to feel that pain. I'm always telling people like when you feel the pain, it's okay. There's nothing bad in being pain. There's nothing bad in being angry. But next day you wake up and you move on. I say, yeah, let me try again. In fact, I don't know what happened last year because I started to get to a point where I don't know because of my hair, whatever happened. I started to get to a point where I started to have a very, very high heat rate. Like anybody it was just, I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? But I know that there were some changes. So first and foremost, the way I dressed. Secondly, the way I approach. Secondly, the way I groomed myself. So it could be that maybe the way that girl saw you that time, you were not good. Maybe your hair was flat, maybe you didn't even smell nice. Maybe you didn't wear nice clothes. Maybe now you look like a rascal, and then you want somebody to come outside. How about they say, will you date yourself? So I've looked at the thing. I was like, okay, if you groom yourself better, if you know how to speak or if you know how to approach things in a better manner, then you probably have more yes than no. So that's just thing. There's nothing to stress about it.
What do you think about 50-50 in relationships?
I don't actually support it. I was raised by my mom. I have a dad, but like majority of the time I was actually raised by her, and um many of the things that she actually talked about was, you should not actually do 50-50. You should actually, even at one point, she wanted to even do this full taking care of, and I said, I'm not going to do that. I want somebody that's going to be entrepreneurial. But I'm actually, because I know how to give. So as somebody that knows how to give, I don't want to come out and be in a situation where I'll be with a taker, So at least, because the way she showered me with love was through giving. Remember when she goes out and she'll come back with turkey, she'll come back with this, and the way I helped her, it was through giving. When she had financial issues, like she couldn't pay her house rent, I emptied my account to pay her house rent, so that she could actually be in a comfortable situation.
Your mom or your girlfriend?
My mom, I actually wanted to help her that period.
Why is your mom as an example? I'm talking about like
no, like I'm relaxed, like because it's through her, like
okay.
whatever love I'm going to give to any girlfriend, it's because of what I've seen. Like just the same way that you come outside, you see guys now, they're abusive. And you know that they had abusive fathers. So like, many times we're just a reflection of the people before us. And we don't even know that, So it's because of the way they've groomed us, the way they've trained us, the way they've, we've approached the matter, the way they've, structured us. That's the way that, we actually move in the world. So that's the reason I'm using that as a reference, like, So that's what I'm saying, that because of that love that he gave me, I cannot come outside and accept nonsense. I'm going to provide majority of the time, but I want support. I want to be in a situation where I feel, because the way I'm heading on, the future I'm going towards, at this point in time, I don't have doubt again. I know that it's going to be a very, very, so many times I may never need your own money, but I want to know that, okay, yes, this person has my back. This person is behind me.
So you don't want a full housewife?
No, never. I would never. If I wanted a full housewife, why is it that every time I date somebody, I'm always trying to like support
whatever the person is
because
doing?
the first person that I dated, she was in Sunday, but she wasn't entrepreneurial. I put her in my business, she could be entrepreneur. Second person, I put her in crypto. The third person, because she didn't understand online business, I started to assist her with her nails. And then my parents were like, my mom was like so angry, like, why you with like helping? I was like, but because then they would tell me, how do you expect somebody to give if the person does not have? How do you expect? So if you have a chance to come out and maybe even if you can assist them or push them, then try your best to push them. So that's the idea I've always had, that I don't want to restrict. I don't want to come out and be, because if Castle boss now, I don't want to be. So I want to come out and, okay, yes, you have something for yourself. It could be to my disadvantage. It may cause because some people be like, it doesn't cause disrespect. But honestly, I'm at the point where I really don't care anymore. It's what I want. I want to come outside. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to come outside and be the best you can be. Even have some form of autonomy, because I know the kind of person I am. I'm not really a good person, no. Forget the smiles. If I can control you, if I can control, I may not mean it to, like, I may not mean the thing, but if I have full control of everything, I really don't know what I'm going to do. So just have some form of power. You get why? Yeah.
So the whole my money is your money, but I mean your money is our money and my money is my money.
More of my money is your money, but less of
her
your
money. Okay, her money is not your money. But less of it.
Yes, less of
okay, less of her money is your money. Then more of your money is her money.
Yeah, so that's right.
Okay, I think that's perfect. Do you think a relationship can work without money? Relationship, marriage, anything, partnership can work without money?
Relationship can work without money, but marriage, no, it can't.
But isn't that the relationship that will lead to marriage? Like, what if they're like that? I'm like, oh, let's get married without money.
It depends now. People stay in relationships for like 3 years, 5 years, those kind of stuff. Like, what makes you think that within those 3 to 5 years, if both of you are actually working together and collaborating, you can't actually get to the top? It's easier with two than with one. It's what we were taught in business, It's better to collaborate than to come out and try to do things on your own. That's why I said you and person needs to be like, there's somebody I look up to, Alex Omozi, and when you look at his early life, you know that his partner supported him a lot, even like he was always by his side. So, like, if you have that kind of support system, like, oh yeah, let's work, let's collaborate together, then what are you scared of? So in marriage, before you come out and you want to marry somebody, look, you don't only have yourself to feed. At least do yourself a favor. That's something I would like saying in this life. Before you come out and say you want to bring a child into this world, think about it. You way they suffer, or the way you take suffer when you're small. Why you want me or picking suffer like that? Like, and I promised myself, like, if I was going to be in a position where
And it's usually people that don't have money that will be giving birth to a
yeah,
lot of children,
I,
like 5, 6,
I
7,
when
putting the children
I
in some sort of
I was
poverty.
I was telling my friend that highest kids I will actually want to have is like 2, and then the guy was like, blah blah blah. When you supposed to have 12? And I was like, who is going to? What am I using 12 kids? Like,
12! Wow.
and I was still telling him that okay, we talked about the 50-50 all kind of stuff, but like,
Okay.
yeah. So like, I was talking, so I was like, what are you even talking about? I just need 2, so like, it's easier. They'll be
Yeah.
easier for me to monitor. They'll be easier for me to monitor. They'll be easier for me to observe. Like everything seems so easy with 2.
Yeah.
Everything is so like he was so, and I said I really don't care. I want something smaller. But relationship, if you're broke, if you're poor, there's no wala. 2 poor people can come
But
outside
you know the way like everywhere everything is now right now in relationships, like to
transactional.
have money, yeah, it's kind of transactional. Like
I,
right now,
I,
to have money is like a must.
it's not a
I couldn't
must.
just be buying her the bust down wig.
Relax. It's not a must. It just
The
depends.
competition, like the show off that they might want to be doing amongst themselves, like girls and
The main, the main,
everything.
the main wala is I've noticed in this life. It's not for the girl self. I feel like many times people are not living their life for themselves. They're living their life for others.
For people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've come to realize that ending of last year. Because ending of last year, somebody was telling me that why don't I come outside? Why don't I get a car? All this kind of stuff. Like you've made so much money last year. When you think about getting a car, even if it's a small car, all these portable cars, and I thankfully I read Ramit Serious. I want to be rich. How to get to something like that. I
Mm.
will teach you to be rich. Yeah, that's the name of the book. And after reading this book, I was like, what? So I've been living my life for like older people. Like, what is it that I really want? Like, what is it that I've always wanted? And that was a very, very puzzling question. It took me like a week to answer. And I thought about it and I was like, man, I know what I want. I've always wanted to like box. I've always wanted to be the kind of person to travel from state to
He's a
state.
boxer, just in case you don't
Oh,
know.
okay. When they look at my face, they won't actually know. But
Yeah, you look soft. Well, yeah, he's a boxer, a professional boxer.
so I always wanted to box. I've always wanted to. It's like, why am I coming out and diverting my money to things that I don't want because of I want to impress other individuals? Why I come out and divert my money to things that I need. Maybe situations where, oh yeah, I want to travel. Situations where, oh yeah, like all those things that I really love. Even like going out, like I recently I said I was going to come out and be going out more. Even like why am I not diverting my money towards the things I really want? Because like I'm not saying, oh, in the future I'm not going to come out and get a car, or, like, but what is it you want now? Like, why are you living your life for? Like,
Yeah.
why are you like, So, and after like various, like thinking about it for a very long period of time, I was like, okay, so like when you talk about the boss down week, the this and the that thing, you have to ask yourself a very, very important question: is this what she truly wants, or is she doing it because of people's validation, or because of what people are going to see, or because of
I want to post on social media.
like, are you sure? Like, if you look deep within your heart, so are you sure that this is what you really want? Like, is this what you really need? This is what you really
Not
want to?
a lot of people are going to do that, like self-evaluation and
I will.
everything.
I think more people should do that. You should just come outside.
So that's why like a lot of guys are now saying like, oh, they can't date without like having money or something, something, something. What do you think about that? Like,
Person will use
what do you think about all those guys that?
person will use money buy relationship, not they buy and finish. Because if you're using your money to get a relationship, doesn't that you're not the richest person. There's going to be somebody richer than you. So I'll always tell people all the time, regardless of what anybody says, don't ever lead with money. If you lead with money, the shake away will come later. Because this person don't like us, the person like us of who you are. And thankfully, I've been in that situation before. And this is the reason why because I was dating somebody. I didn't live with money, but in the relationship I actually got. And then there was a guy that was trying to, and that guy was, when I mean bastardly rich, the guy had so much, and I was like, God, oh my, what's going to happen here? Is this guy going to? And somehow, like
Took her.
no, like she caught, and I was like, what? All those nights you see in movies, like thinking that no be Nigeria girl will be this, like this is already over, right? That there's no fucking that. Oh, this guy will reject me. He's going to go for this guy, and then
Okay.
she didn't do that. She basically told him, no, I have a boyfriend. I was like, and I was like, so imagine if I came in with money, or I came and said to splurge, or and this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
Like,
To not be competition. Who spends the
who
more
spend,
is the person that is going to
so
now win
so so so
her
so
heart.
so don't ever leave money.
There's always going to be a highest bidder.
Yeah, and the second thing about this thing is we always like looking at social media. Comes to real life, poor people date poor people every day. Look at the
Yeah.
statistics, man. Look at this nation is very, very poor nation. How many people have money in this country? So the vulcanizer is in your car. Who do you think is dating? The boys when they say agbo, that woman will say agbo, who do you think they should date? Like, this is your brain for crying out loud. Stop looking at what is portrayed to you on social media. Be realistic. Look at your environment. Look at your parents. Look at everybody. Don't come outside and listen to. So my brother, if you come outside, you see a girl, The girl wants to come out and put pressure on yourself, what kind of stuff, just tell her, I know they do. I know they do.
Find the
If you
person that you
want
go
girls,
with and
there are many, and this is not because of them choke. Just be nice, just be, you get what you want. Simple. Don't come outside, you give yourself a headache.
real.
Simple and short.
So do you believe in soulmates or people can just make relationships work? There's this saying that there's a soulmate out there for everybody. Like there's somebody out there for you that's meant to be your person. So you might go through countless people until you find that person. You are not going to be settled.
And I don't know. But I'm actually a bit spiritual, so I don't know. Like in terms of spirituality, we actually have those beliefs, But if we look at it from a realistic perspective, I don't like. I doubt it. I've heard guys come out and say they've had this imagination of this is the kind of person, or this is they've seen this kind of individual in their dreams, in their this like, and this is the person who's going to be their soulmate, and all of a sudden they see someone like, and they're like, this is the
Yeah.
person I've been waiting for so
But do you
long.
think you can find soulmates in just partners? Like, can you find in friends or anything?
See, I'm not a fan of from friends to relationship, but let people do what they want to do.
So you don't think soulmates exist? People can just make their relationship work regardless of who they are with.
Let's put it this way, 50-50. In terms of soulmate, 50-50. Yeah, they could exist, they could not exist. So that's I don't come out and just say it doesn't, because I've seen something that I saw out and you're like, oh well, it's possible. And then
Do you think if you love somebody, you should know like what they need without them saying it? Like you don't have to communicate the stuff they
communication.
need. You just have to know that, oh, this person needs this, even if the person doesn't say anything.
We are not a mutant. You can't read somebody's mind, But
I mean, you said you love me, so you should be able to read my mind
no, you're not a mutant.
and read.
I feel like what you should be able to do, you should read people's like maybe the way they behave, because sometimes she could be frowning, so you should be able to read some of those cues, oh, she's sad, oh,
Yeah.
she's this, oh, she's depressed. So those are things you should read. But come out and saying you want to read somebody's mind, and you talked about communication. Communication is so important in relationships and marriages. If you don't tell me what you want, I won't be able to solve your problems, all this kind of stuff. But don't be incompetent. Some people, they don't really care, don't really give a fuck. At least you'll be able to, like, okay, maybe try small. But this one you said, read my account. Like, I cannot, but I can try. Like, if I saw that maybe you were sad or maybe something is going on, all this kind of stuff, I'll be like, oh, B, how you doing? Or something going on? Or like, you've not been online for a while, all this kind of stuff. Are you fine? Like, you've been posting some weird things on your status. Are you okay? Like, and then because I've reached out, like, based on what I've seen, I've asked like what's happening. I think now it now falls on you to come out and let me know. Okay, this is what's going on. Not for you to come out and read your mind. I know
You
this is
know,
exactly
you
what.
know, girls like doing this like nothing, nothing. It's like, will you keep asking if she keeps saying nothing, or will you just like, oh, okay,
Well,
since she's saying nothing, that is what you.
if you ask me now, I'll say I won't. But I know when I'm in that relationship, I'm going to ask because I love the person in question. So I'll surely ask. I may come outside now and do grag and say, nah, if I ask like 2 times, I'll never ask you again. But I know once I'm in that thing, because I like that person, even though this is not the way I'm going to ask normally, because I like this individual in question, I'm like, but babe, why are you saying nothing? I know something is going on. All this kind of stuff. I'll be like, I want to like force that thing
Yeah.
out of you. So
But
yeah,
if it gets too much, you just leave the person.
I won't.
You will, because I mean it's tiring also on the guy's part to just be asking, oh, what's wrong, and
I know myself, I won't. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to continue. Unless maybe the relationship has ended. So I'm going to continue until I get what I want.
okay. Do you think jealousy is a sign of love, or they are just doing too much? Like people that are overly jealous. Like if you just talk to this person, they're like angry. Why are you talking to this girl? Why are you doing, like, they get jealous over even the littlest thing? Do you think that it's a form of pure love, or
I don't
it's
even I don't
doing too
I
much?
don't even think that's jealousy anymore. That's insecurity. It's not jealousy.
It's insecurity.
Yeah, because from then on it can turn to abuse. So if you're in a situation where everybody somebody is always on your matter, whether it's a guy, whether it's a girl, always in you have to be very, very careful, because you know you could get to a point where they just go psycho. If I can't have you, then nobody will. So
So
I
are you the type of person that if you have a girlfriend, you don't have to like have male friends?
see, let me tell you the truth. I really don't care too much about this kind of stuff. What I just care about is what you show me, like what I see in front of me. So my
Yeah.
mind is not really like on, oh, you have male friends or something. I'm not really too much into that like kind of stuff. My mind is not really on those stuff. What I just want to just know is, as we get together right now, what you show me, like if we are together, if you are moving like source, like oh, is this
So
person
you don't mind if she have like so many male friends
so
that she
many?
hang out
It
with,
depends.
and
Let's first get the
let's say she was friends with them before she started dating you.
wait. Let's get the history behind how she got to know those male friends. That's what's important. Let's get the
Okay.
history. Yeah. So like, give me a good history first of how you got to know these male
What's
friends.
it like from school? You know, all these
There are
people
no
that
problem
are
now.
like cliques and stuff.
I'm not bothered about that one. If it's from school, that one is not bothering me. But like, if it's oh party or maybe this individual, okay, maybe because you can have male friends because of the kind of business that you do. Because people, like I said, now people are actually in crypto. Girls are in crypto. Trust me, they will have a lot of male friends. A lot, you know. Forex too. Girls are in forex. You have a lot of because that's a male dominated industry.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're going to come outside with some male friends. So I guess come outside and say person where they something where they feed and something where they I can come out and say cause it. I'm not going to. My mind is not there like but if there's one particular male friend that she's always like sneaking, she's always like trying to. I'm like no now like what you doing like I'm giving you the chance, I'm giving you the freedom, but
Okay.
like don't
Do
take
you
me
mind
for a
for
fool.
like male best friends?
No.
You don't want
I'm going to be
your.
your male best friend. So that's just the thing. Or you can have a male friend, but don't have a male best friend. I'll be your male
But
best friend.
can you have a female best friend?
No. But I
Okay.
have a female friend. I have female friends, but I'm not going to have a female best friend. That's not going to happen.
So the final question that I have for you is: do you think girls playing hard to get is like cute, or do you think like it's going to backfire or something? Like, do you guys find this kind of interesting? You know, to be doing the whole catch me, hard to get, hard
When
to
I was
get.
younger, I liked it, but now I'm older. I don't get that time, I beg.
You used to like it,
Yeah.
like chasing.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I say like, oh,
Once the phone, they're like, oh my gosh, she's going to say yes one day, or like you just want to just keep
because I feel like, oh, I'm a hunter, if I strategize this way, I strategize that way. But now I'm older. Now, I don't get that time again, I beg. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. They go. I don't get friends.
Okay, so you don't like the whole playing hard to get stuff,
Mm-mm,
and
mm-mm, mm-mm.
you like
From day one, just come out and show me that you like me. That's just the thing. You can maybe you might be restrictive in terms of sex, maybe because of you want to come out and know this guy well or this kind of stuff. I understand, for a while, but to come out and be like, I don't even like this guy at all. I'm like, are we kids here? Like, behave mature now. I don't get
some
friends.
people might play hard to get, then the moment you like leave them alone, like do not come back, like I thought you were chasing me or something,
You've
something
lost your
like that.
chance. I gave you the chance. You've lost it. So be going. I don't get
I
friends.
mean, they want to play hard to get now, so they want you to keep chasing them until you get them.
See,
I mean, they might like you,
this
but
man, this
at least it's not like they were easy
them,
to
them,
get,
this
because they kind of feel like, something that took guys a while to get. They'll cherish it more than just getting easily.
for me. So some guys maybe that way, but for me, I'll be pissed off because I wasted my energy. I wasted my strength. I wasted everything. Like I was actually drained. So it may get to a point where when I finally have the thing, I might not be angry. Like, nah, why is this person even he hates me? So let's see. That's the reason why. Immediately I just so avoid situation where because I might try and then you accept me. And then I just having this kind of hate, like man, look at this girl even stressed. Look at this girl
So
even.
that's why all those guys, after doing hard to get, like after they chase you, when I finally get you now, they will not start treating the girl bad.
I don't even let
They
him
will
to
not
get.
be like, "Are you that you chased me? You that you were after me? I was on my own. No, you came to me."
Your body wasting all the energy. My body wasting all our strength. Like where's the cool down period? Where's the relaxation period? I put my all in the. In fact, at one point, you could come outside because you're trying to chase somebody. You now overdo like you're not at a pace that if
Yeah.
you now finally start dating this person, you cannot maintain that pace again. So maybe every time now you're calling this person, every time like come on. If you're in that relationship, I don't go to go and work. You know good hustle. Go like are you going to come out and calling your girlfriend morning, afternoon, night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And by the time you're trying to chase her,
Yeah.
when I think about it, I'm like no no
So
no.
and they will not be like, "You're not keeping the same energy
So like
when you were trying to get."
if you meet Anthony, this is the way Anthony was from the start, and this is
Mm.
where it's going to be to the end. So I always try to be that way. Like, you might even be surprised that I may even come with low energy at first. I'm not dating. I'll not start doing more. I'm like, how? So I can even like increase it, no, go back. So that's just the thing. So I'll just say that I'll lower expectations when you even see something greater when you find the stuff.
Nice. It was having that conversation with you because I got to know a lot of things from the question I asked you. That was good. So do you have like any closing speech you want to tell them or anything?
I don't know. I feel
Or
like
any advice?
I just like um every waking moment, every time that you actually have life in your body, you always try to put our all, you know. One of the things I like to say is in this life, environment actually determines, the type of wealth, the type of this thing that you actually have. Let's say, for example, right now, an individual who is actually born in the United States of America will have can launch a business that you actually launch in Nigeria, and the person will netting 100 million. While you in Nigeria, you're probably netting like 10 million, all this kind of stuff. So every waking moment that you actually have a chance, every waking moment that you actually have an opportunity, always try to put in your best, always try to put in your 100%, because of the way I see life. I'm like, I have the opportunity to breathe. I have the opportunity to try my hardest every day. Some people don't have that chance. Some people are on this tree, some people are on distance. So just put your all every day and then leave the rest to
So
God.
far you are alive, there is hope.
Yeah, so let's try every day.
Yeah.
I've had bad times, every time people I meet, I'm like, oh, how were you able to get this phone? I'm like, bro, I didn't come out and fly to like this stage, like I didn't come out and I'm even know where I want to be, so but like I didn't come out and fly here. Like I've had disasters, I've been in situations where I was actually scammed, I've been in situations where deadly stuff actually happened to me, but like I said, alhamdulillah, God gives and God takes, and I always say again, anything I desire I receive. So just try your hardest every fucking day and then, we hope for the best.
Okay, so that's the end of today's episode. It was really an insightful one, and I hope you gained one or two from this episode. Thank you to our guest Anthony for gracing this episode for us. Would you mind like your number being here, your media number?
Yeah, there's
because
no problem.
You don't mind?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, because he has a WhatsApp media where he educates and entertains, so you can add the number up. It's going to be in the description box. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like
subscribe.
Make sure you like. Okay, you don't do like this YouTube like outro stuff. Tell them to like and subscribe.
Alright, like and subscribe, subscribe to Jessie, like
I have like 3 other episodes on the channel on this Jess and Guests, so you can check it out if you
know what?
haven't.
I feel like after this stuff, me and Jess will actually do more of this. I actually have more ideas in my mind. So
yeah,
if not they come, like I'm speaking to my people now.
okay,
if
you want more
media,
videos,
sharp.
okay,
like,
people will come and watch it. Please subscribe to my channel.
No, I have something else in mind. This is my first time.
Okay.
and sorry, because I know some of you will see me like I'm looking down. Like I'm actually a bit shy. Like sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I'm like overly confident, but like
you're shy, but like you were actually like talking confidently. You're just not
looking at the camera. It's hard, because I'm like, oh, so there'll be people looking at me. So I'm like, just look down.
Okay. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video.
Yeah.
Bye.